Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today's reminder is really just some words of encouragement for all the busy moms out there, right? So one of the things I know I've had this thought when reading books about Ramadan and i'tikaf and the worship of these pious predecessors and saints and righteous people who came before us is that they definitely appeared to have, mashallah, may Allah accept from them, a lot of time on their hands, such that they were often able to relax and rest during the day so as to conserve their energy to worship at night. And they would obviously be staying up at night, sometimes the entire night, and sometimes just maybe a long lengths at night where they would worship. And if you're anything like me, when you read those books, sometimes you come away from those books thinking, oh my goodness, I'm a slacker Muslim. So I'm here to tell you that no, you are not a slacker if you are not able to exactly replicate the worship schedule of, I don't know, Imam al-Ghazali or some very pious, saintly person who came before you. Specifically because the vast majority of anecdotes that we're reading, let's be real about this, are about men who had, alhamdulillah, because of sort of the way life was organized at that time, they had the ability to step away from their responsibilities and devote themselves towards ibadah, especially in Ramadan and especially during these last 10 nights. So there are issues, I think, of class and gender that we have to consider, right? That in general, men have more free time on their hands in general, and issues of class that we have to think about. That a person that has the resources to be able to take off can do this kind of worship, right? There are a lot of men who can't because they can't take off of work. So I want to acknowledge all of those busy people, moms and dads, women and men, who read those books and yearn to have that kind of worship schedule but are not able to because something called life has intervened. This is the beauty of our religion, that إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, and that actions are according to their intentions, and then also that actions are also by their endings as well. And the idea behind this is that if your intention is to please Allah Ta'ala, if your intention is to worship, then those activities that are taking up your time in Ramadan, right? Whether it's childcare, whether it's work, whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, whether it's working that night shift somewhere, whether it is serving your community, whether you are on the front lines as a medical professional, whether you are working as a nurse, hospital support staff, whether you are somewhere washing floors and keeping a building clean, whatever that work that you are doing that has you on the front lines of serving your community and not able to be in the masjid to pray or in i'tikaf, that Allah Ta'ala knows, Allah hears you, Allah loves you, Allah accepts, inshallah Ta'ala, all of your actions so long as your intention is to please Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Again, the beauty of our religion is that even these things that don't seem to be spiritual activities, that if they are joined with a lofty intention, translate into acts of ibadah, acts of worship. May Allah accept from all of you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.